God damn it! Viva la revolution!
What is up, chocolatiers? Warner Brothers is on a roll. I don't think I've seen a bad movie from them this entire year. Remove box office, I know still like Penn didn't do good, but just as far as like enjoyable films, add another one to the list. So today we're talking about One Battle After Another, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson and starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Chase Infinity, Sean Penn, Regina Hall, and Teyana Taylor. Now this movie is what I like to call a once-in-a-lifetime kind of film, because you know how people talk about Dune Part 2 or Oppenheimer as those rare, huge theater experiences. This is one of those. Every year, maybe one or two films like that come along that feel like that, and this is absolutely one of them. But it's funny enough, a lot of movies like that have came out this year, like Sinners, even Superman I throw up in there. Now, going in, I expected great performances, but what I didn't expect was how much I'd keep flip-flopping between the who was best to the movie, right? Like at first I was like, Leo's giving one of his best performances ever. Then I was like, Sean Penn came in and just kind of went wild, and I thought, oh my God, he's the standout. But then Chase Infinity started to take over the film, and I realized, wait a minute, she might be the MVP. That is how stacked this cast is. So let me give you a quick rundown of the plot without going into any spoilers. Leonardo DiCaprio plays Bob, who used to be a radical in this group called the French 75. He was in it with Teyana Taylor's character, who was one of the leaders, and the two of them fall in love, and they end up having a child together. That child is Willa, played by Chase Infinity. And so, as you see from the trailer, something happens, as, you know, like I said, teased, and Teyana Taylor's character is no longer in the picture with Bob and Willa. And that leaves them on their own trying to survive, and so that's when you enter Sean Penn, playing Bob's old nemesis, who finds their whereabouts, and from there, the movie turns into this intense kind of cat and mouse story. Leo's character is trying to get back to his daughter, while Willa is trying to escape Sean Penn's character. It's not really a movie that survives on action scenes, it's the plot, it's the writing, the tension that drives everything forward, and it is brilliantly done. The direction here is stunning. Paul Thomas Anderson gives us so many beautiful shots and such careful storytelling. This is also a very political movie, and it doesn't really hide that. And I know some people complain, they hate that, and they're going to, you know, say whatever. But honestly, almost every artist I feel like puts a little bit of themselves into their work, whether that's political, personal, or philosophical. And in this case, the politics are the story. Sean Penn's character ties into another group that's extreme and frightening. And the movie digs deep into a radical past of these characters, and it makes you think about the cost of fighting for a cause. Some people believe in it wholeheartedly, like Leo's character, for example, seems to, and then the movie kind of leaves you kind of questioning that belief at times. The way he phrases things, the way he interacts with people, the way others, you know, manipulate situations to make one side look bad, for example. It all feels layered and messy, just like real life. And so that's kind of the part that I really love, because this movie doesn't give you easy answers. It shows how flawed people are, how messy movements are, and how complicated loyalty can be. Now, on top of all that, it's just tense as hell. From start to finish, the movie is wound so tight. You feel like a big bomb is going to drop at any second, and when it finally does, the payoff is absolutely worth it. The soundtrack is another standout. It's this subtle, monotone, piano-driven score. Very restrained most of the time, almost like it's humming in the background, but when the tension spikes, it swells and takes over. It reminded me a lot of that New Amsterdam show, that Doctor show, if you've seen that, and how the music is always kind of there pulling at your emotions, like it's just always in the background. And at the end of the day, I feel like One Battle After Another is everything I want in a film: brilliant direction, powerhouse performances, layered storytelling, and real tension. For me, this is a masterpiece through and through. It's easily a 10 out of 10. This is going to be one of those movies that we're still talking about from years from now, whether that be positive or negative on each side, however people react to this movie. But I just want to say this. It's definitely recommended that you go watch this weekend. The only two big movies was this and The Strangers Chapter 2. Watch that review. We have certain thoughts about that movie. But with that, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe for more.
I'ma keep on running 'cause a winner don't quit on themselves.